Hi everyone, today we are reacting to British snooker. And the only thing I know about it is that snooker is a fun word to say. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alanna and I'm a Canadian, but I live here in the UK. And if you're not new here, hey, how's it going? Thank you for coming back. Here's a hot button question. Snooker, is it a sport? Leave a comment down below. We're gonna start here, the top 50 shots of the UK Championship 2024. Are we gonna watch all 50? No. But thank you very much to Snooker HQ for creating this compilation.
Well, this is one of the most toughest shots on a snooker table.
Toughest shots on a snooker table.
Going against the nap as well. Oh, very good. Excellent cueing.
Beautiful Murphy.
Oh, and that was a nice little kiss on the blue.
Here's a question that I think this is a safe space. Okay.
I'll give him a nice little compliment.
What is the difference between snooker
Get out of that.
and pool? Because I have played pool, I have some level of experience with pool. Oh, what a shot! Milkins. I don't know what the difference is. That's my biggest thing. You know what? Put a pin in that, we'll Google it in a second. Let's jump ahead a little bit. Oh, there's a big bump here. I wonder what happens.
Right on the yellow. Looks like it might pay dividends.
I don't know about
the red is not.
Got an easy run
okay,
to
so
the
there's loads of reds.
If he goes for this cut to the left corner, this is, well, definitely a case of putting all your eggs in one basket.
Okay.
One red enough the other. It's funny what you can see when you're at the table, isn't it?
When you're at the table, innit? This feels so British. They make it look easy though. I think that's my problem watching this. I'm like, yeah, that's a great shot. I could do that.
Absolutely.
That is my toxic trait. Watching something and think, I could do that. Also, I love the little butler guy. The referee. Cracker shot. Cracker shot in it. Oh, sorry. The bump is just about to happen. Let's watch the bump. I'm curious. They're so calm too, eh? Beautiful shot in it. So I guess my the noticeable difference between pool, is you don't have like stripes and solids. Double! And, Trump, R.I.P., Trump and Wilson.
And somehow the blue has come right over the corner.
Nice. Do or die black.
Valiant effort.
Oh, so you don't save the black to the end either.
If this doesn't go in, I think it's the handshake.
Nice. I like that they dress up too. I think that's quite nice. We haven't, I don't believe we've reacted to darts, which I feel like is another very British. I don't want to say sport because, humble opinion, I don't think this is a sport. This is like a competitive game. I don't know. Do you consider chess a sport? Because if chess is a sport, then this is a sport, I think. But in my mind, we have sports and we have like competitive games. And on this side, you've got snooker and darts and chess and things that don't require running around. I guess that's my like quantifier. I've seen clips of darts where they're just dressed like, you know, down at the pub. And I think that's a little bit disrespectful. I do appreciate. Let's have a look at this guy's outfit. They're all dressed quite nice.
This could be.
Well, we're not really getting the outfits. I don't think the compilation is for the outfits. Super escape. Okay. Did you catch that? Watch the audience shot and watch the woman on the right.
Honestly, that is as good as you
Girly is fighting for her life. Jack's all shots were sublime. Nice compilation. Thanks. Oh, please do a top 50 shot of the year at the end of the month. Your edits are massive. Would love to see a full year recap. That is so nice. Everyone's very supportive. I guess there's a real snooker community, right? Recently, well, I guess not really recently. I did some reactions to rugby, because rugby is another very British sport that I really have no knowledge of, and snooker's a British competitive game that I don't know much about it. Snooker is played with 15 pink numberless balls, 6 numbered object balls, and 1 cue ball, while pool is played on a table with 6 pockets with 9 to 5 object balls, and in addition, a cue ball. Okay, that's confusing. The balls are different. Snooker, smaller pockets requiring more precise potting. Okay, that makes sense. And then the points are different. Generally, snooker is considered more challenging due to the larger table, smaller pockets, and more complex scoring system. Pool generally considered easier for beginners due to the small table, large pockets, and simple scoring system. Thank you, generative AI. I hope that's right. But that kind of makes sense to me. And it makes sense that I've played pool and been like, okay, because it's much simpler. This is times snooker players went too far. I've just sort of skipped ahead. This is from the Snooker channel. Thank you for the compilation. I just noticed this guy is drinking what appears to be a pint. And this is another thing, right? Is it a sport if you can have a pint? Like, you don't really see football players having a pint and then they run out onto the field, but leave a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me that I'm wrong and tell me why. Anyway, I think this is number 10 coming up.
Jimmy White's discontent was evident when he noticed referee Ben Williams seemingly laughing at him. Expressing his concerns landed him a stern warning.
Jimmy, I'm going to give you a warning. For sticking your finger up on my neck. You did. I'm giving you a warning. If you do anything further, it will be the frame to your opponent.
During a match against Selby, Ronnie O'Sullivan contested the referee's decision of a touching ball. Not mincing his words, he advised the referee, "Get your eyes tested."
The object ball and the cue ball are all together at the same time.
He doesn't want to leave this touching. I think it is a touching ball, and Ronnie is just coming out to question it. I know the referee's wearing glasses, but he says it's not.
No, it hasn't moved. I checked it before I walked back.
Well, I'm sorry, Ray.
Before I walked back, that ball.
Now, Ronnie, just settle down. Just don't get yourself upset.
No, I hope it doesn't upset him too much, Dennis, because
Get your eyes tested is such a British insult. I love it.
Following closely, Ronnie O'Sullivan expressed his dissatisfaction with the placement of the black. He pointed boldly to Terry that he had to correct him twice.
I love that this is like when snooker players go too far. And it's like, if you watch when rugby players go too far, it's because, like, yeah, somebody kicked their face in and a fight has erupted on the field. These fights seem so reserved, and I love it.
He aspires to play the game perfectly. Nobody can do that all the time, but he achieves it in patches. And even his second best is extremely formidable.
Because it goes by miles. Yeah,
Is there a problem with the black spot?
Yep.
It doesn't.
like that before.
Yeah, it is now.
It doesn't. It rolls off.
Terrible.
Just play the shot, please.
Just play the shot.
Go.
No, it goes.
Yeah, it goes now.
That's
Don't upset the butler.
That's why I checked it.
It's terrible. Twice.
Just play the shot, please.
Twice. I had to tell you.
Cue sign.
Incredible. Let's skip ahead a little bit. I don't know if these are in order. Maybe we do the final one. This guy comes up a lot. Hold on.
It's so funny.
Ronnie O'Sullivan's
This guy, I don't know if he's like the bad boy of snooker, but he is in his compilation multiple times.
dissatisfaction with the cue ball's placement led to a tense standoff with referee Terry.
According to the screen.
Poor Terry.
So you need to get the right pass.
Yeah, but can you help me, please? Okay.
Oh.
I'll happily put it in the right place. But I'm not going to stand with you dilly-dally about it.
Is it correct according to...
Oh, and that's it. And this next one with Ronnie. And this next one with Ronnie. And this next one with Ronnie. Gave you a thumbs down for lying about the caption image. Hold on. So this was time snooker players went too far. So this is the... Hold on. I don't want to autoplay. That's the thumbnail, which is a fun thumbnail. Obviously, it doesn't happen. And people were upset. And I'm assuming the thumbnail down below obviously didn't happen. And I'm assuming this thumbnail as well didn't happen. You know what? It's enticing. It's exciting. If you think that actually happens, maybe that's a you problem. But I love that that's what people were upset about. Oh, incredible. So the sport of snooker has used a world ranking system since the 70s. The #1 ranking has been held by 12 different players. Since changing it to a rolling format in 2010, Selby has held the rank longer than anybody else. Snooker players ranked #1 in the world for each period. So, interesting we had a Canadian in the 80s. That's fun. But really dominated by Brits. We got a random Australian. Brits again, Australian. China starts getting involved. And then England just all the way. And Northern Ireland. But there's our boy Ronnie. Ronnie's on there a couple of times. But a lot of repeat names, interestingly. They just kind of like trade it back to each other, back and forth. So Judd Trump is currently the best player. Let's watch some of his. Thank you to Mr. Snooker for this compilation of Judd Trump trick shots, exhibition shots. So I don't know if this is like a special competition where the trick shots like you're supposed to, or maybe he just does them. We're just gonna find out together.
If he lands in the green, this will be a shot. That's ridiculous.
24.
That is ridiculous.
Yep, that's a shot.
I don't think I appreciate how difficult this is. Ooh.
Yeah, the old banana shot.
150.
And it worked out a peach.
Oh, they like spins. That is crazy.
To play a little bit of, as he calls it, naughty snooker.
He looks so young
Jack
there.
Ander, though, will be so disappointed.
The spinning and stuff is wild. I did not pick up on that earlier. That is crazy. Oh, there's a big jump here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. You guys know that meme? Let's have a look. I love the whistle.
Enjoyed that one.
Wow.
190.
He doesn't even line up for that long.
125. 132. Thank you very much.
Wow.
This is actually quite a difficult game, snooker.
Surely not. That is so fun. Get the slow-mo just in case you missed it. So Judd is from Bristol. He's only 35. I hate this. Lovely headshot photo, and then you got this big advertisement for Burger King. Hate that. He was the English under 13 and under 15 championship. I didn't realize little babies are playing this. That is crazy. Shout out to Judd Trump MBE? He got the most excellent order of the British Empire. How fun. I love it. I think my problem largely is that they make it look so easy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's like nothing to them, especially when they don't even line up for that long. They just kind of like walk up, do the shot, everything goes right, and then like do the next one. And I'm just kind of like, I don't understand how difficult this is. Just a cheeky bit more, eh?
The balls are taking a bit of a bashing at the moment.
55.
They're like Wimbledon. New balls, please.
Wow. Look at the score difference. 108 to
61.
1?
He's played the double. He's played the double and he got it!
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Judd's reaction is.
Yeah.
Having won the frame with this break.
81.
What a shot that
What a shot that is.
Now that is a Judd Trump
87.
special.
Frame.
The rise of naughty snooker. What does that mean?
47.
Again, makes it look so easy. Okay, just a bit more. This is another Mr. Snooker most disrespectful moments in history. Curious to see what that means.
These are the disrespectful snooker moments.
Fluked the red.
Oh my God!
63.
Oh.
Nice.
He threw his towel.
That's a game. That's a game.
The fights and controversy in snooker is so fascinating. Like, even in tennis, you get people that break their rackets, right? Or golf.
However, Matthew did not say much to his opponent, but he was really annoyed even after leaving the table.
Oh, they've even got the little cue holder. Matthew, not the way to behave. Maybe I spoke too soon. I want to see someone take their cue and just right over the knee. That kid looks so young. Bashing it again.
Please. Please.
Zizans felt embarrassed, but there was nothing he could do.
He's just having a little bit of a temper tantrum off screen. Okay, let's skip ahead.
It was the Scottish Open act
about
from
this
Matthew.
one?
Next, O'Sullivan's gifting frame incident against Dominic Dale at the Scottish Open.
To get him behind the black. He's got the pot. Has he got the cannon over the middle pocket? If so, it's some shot and he's played it. If he played that, it's a brilliant shot. I'm not so sure he did. Dominic grinning.
Well, O'Sullivan shook his head as if to indicate he didn't. Oh, you're kidding me. He's just blown the frame. Extraordinary.
Ronnie somehow won the next fours frames and defeats Dominic, and he later on tells that he was just checking the pockets and wanted to play a banana shot.
Brilliantly. What are you thinking here?
I just wanted to banana it in. I just wanted to see if the pocket could take it.
So you knew you needed it?
Yeah, I knew I needed it, but I just wanted to really banana it in and whip it in. But the pocket obviously couldn't take it. Well,
you play the cannon on the pink because I thought you did in commentary.
The cannon? Yeah, it was going into the black.
I thought it was, yeah. I thought that. I thought maybe he was a bit annoyed you got lucky or something.
It sounds like they're speaking a different language. Now, we did see a banana shot, which is like the curvy one, which makes sense when it's called a banana shot. So I do actually know what that means now. I've learned that. But the other words is just like, I have no idea what they're saying. Okay, last bit. I promise. This is hot snooker. Top 16 weirdest interruptions to a snooker match. Let's just watch this just a little bit. Someone cough?
Hold on, he might be in yet. It might be in yet.
Yay!
Puts his thumb up. So that puts him 48 behind, and there's 51 on the table. So.
But he almost fell. If you had to be silent, I would be so anxious because, like, I imagine in that scenario, I would immediately get a coughing fit. Like, I'd swallow my own spit wrong, and I'd be like choking, coughing. I just feel like that would happen to me. Okay, we're skipping ahead a little bit.
These reds are nice. And this fly keeps coming back, and it's in amongst the reds, so the player can't do anything about it.
Maybe you could stick it to the blue dot.
Yeah,
There's a fly on the table?
there it is. It's hiding behind the pink. Just gently, gently. We don't want to hurt it.
We don't want to hurt it.
Wouldn't hurt a fly.
Wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh, he's got it on his finger.
Incredible. That's just wild. Okay, one more and then we have to stop. Surely, we have to stop.
The same thing as the other day.
Seems to be a problem at the minute in the auditorium.
I think it's just one person because Benmore said same as the other day. So if they spot him, he'll have to go.
Huge amount of people.
He's up that area somewhere. He's up this area.
I think it might be someone with a whoopee cushion. Can you believe it? That's all we need. But if they find him, he's gone.
Yeah, someone's planted it somewhere.
Someone brought a whoopee cushion.
Just a unscheduled break.
That is so funny.
Not very funny at all.
Oh, not very funny at all. Wow. I feel like we've learned a lot, and yet there's still so much that I don't understand. But this has been really fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to watch something else, how about my rugby video? The first time I watched rugby. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye!